Okay, 1650, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score there. Opponent has only 250 games. Actually, there's barely any games on it again for an account that's a year old. Let's do the more fashionable e3, c4 for this game. We can still do this like we normally do if we choose to, but he could push forward here. We can take options, quite flexible. I say you can still do this. You can just put the bishop on a safe square. You can develop. Now knight back, takes, check. Not sure. Let's just develop the knight and see where he goes. Knight, and I'll probably play pawn forward, otherwise there's an annoying check. So probably d4 if he plays knight across. Guess I'll pre-move in case he takes. I don't think he will, and he doesn't. Okay, so that allows me to develop either way here. What's his idea? Pawn down, knight up. What's his idea? What do I want to do? I'm looking at developing my bishop, but this right now, he could take down, and just jump across. So I think I should probably develop my bishop here. Let's just go here, just make sure we can try and castle. But there is this annoying bishop down move, which could be a bit irritating. Back. Oh, he's just gone there, so he's happy to trade everything off. Okay, well, I think I am as well. Queen up. I've got queen up potentially, but I think I should just trade in castle. Let's go with the knight first. So what's he thinking up there? He's only got one move. Why would he think that? That looks a bit unusual. Okay, he's got a good connection. Again, he's only got one move here, so why would you think too long? Is he going to go really adventurous and go this side? He could just push down, or maybe just drop the knight back. He might want me to play d4 and then push down. Yeah, that might be what he's aiming for. Okay, I'm going to just push the pawn and prepare to get a natural tempo attacking the bishop, which he's permitted. And then I'll try and develop my bishop. Again, I assume he's just going to drop back here. Well, he's gone that way, so I'll develop my bishop here. This is going to be a bit of a problem. Don't really want to play d4, but I might have to play d4. Down now across. So d4, takes, looks fine, doesn't it? I can't really play d3, I don't think. I think I'm going to have to play d4 here, but my bishop could get really boxed out of the game. Oh, he's traded though. He's traded. I didn't expect that. So here, across. I think I better go with the bishop first, I think. If knight takes, then take. Trade, bishop up, rook across, and we can break the pin. I think, anyway. He's going to get a solid position eventually with c6, so it could be difficult to create any chances. Could be really quite difficult to create any chances at all this game. So he's taken. This is where I like the idea of just going with the queen here. Take, knight takes, across, rook to one or the other. If he doesn't take, the knight can jump back. Yeah, let's go with the queen. I don't really want to take with a pawn and give myself an isolated pawn though, so I'll just go with the knight. Bishop down, I assume I just break the pin. Rook across, and maybe just jump the knight out the way or something, or knight back. I could go here, but he can easily just trade and push, so I don't want to do that. Let's break the pin. I expect rook across. Maybe pawn up. I don't have to get out this move, but he's just taken. Okay, well now I can maybe double up if he comes here and try and challenge the control of the file. So he's got a 3-on-2 on that side. We've got a 4-on-3 this side. I've got to try and get my king towards the center. My opponent will try and do the same thing. Rook up, you can easily guard, but a little bit of a nuisance. So he's actually allowed rook up here, so he might have to guard. But then he can maybe just push on at some point. But it feels like a sensible move to me. Rook up, rook across. Then maybe just start running my king over. Let's do it. I mean, this could give him a chance to launch forward, so it could become a problem. So I'm going to try and run my king straight across. And that way, if his pawns do break through, I can try and get my king behind it. So let's bring our king across. And if he ever comes here, we can just obviously worry about dropping back, but he needs a few moves to do it. So my king should be far enough over now. So he's going here. I want to do this slow and steady. So I'm just going to launch my pawns really slow and steady. See how he kicks my rook. So here, I guess I just drop back to the center of the board. Potential check. I want to try and keep my pawns as compact as possible and see how he launches out. Now he could push up. Take. It could be dangerous. Oh, he's on his rook. What the heck? He just lost concentration completely. He's either mouse slipped or he's lost concentration, hasn't he? So, I could just bring the rook all the way back now. Yeah, just a one move mistake on it. Let's see what it was in engine language, but it was just a one move mistake there. So it's 29 moves. They're the move times for both players there. Let's just see what it was. Well, the game is already analysed. Oh, so opponent must have done that then. So we've played 92% versus 78% accuracy. So that was nice and fast then, wasn't it? So 92 versus 78. Just the one blunder at the end. So it's completely level there. Yeah, we've gone wrong in the opening as early as move, 7. And it's plus 1.6 black. But then it's basically just flatlined right to that mistake. So let's have a quick flick through. Yeah, the engine prefers d4 over c4. I don't play this line very often myself these days. It's the more fashionable line now for the elite level players. I normally play c4. And here I should have played the bishop right up to pin the knight just to create the threat, but I just assumed knight down, knight across, bishop up. But that's the right way to play it there. So this is where we make a mistake here. We should not have taken with a knight. Yeah, queen b3. I looked at that as well, didn't I? And I discarded it, and I should have done it. If you only knight takes, we just take the bishop. Knight back, we just take the bishop. So queen to b3 was the right move. Plus 0.7. Now it's level. And here again, I should have played queen b3 instead of taking. So I'm just conceding ground here. So 1.6 for black, but we just unwind the position. Yeah, e5 was the right move. I'd have to drop back. And it's a bit of a problem here, isn't it? But from this position on, we've got it back to level. Right to push forward. And then we're just simply trading down. And it's completely flatline level. I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting ready so if the pawns storm forward and break through here, my king can get behind the pawn. The opponent's getting active. And it's just an inexplicable one of those one move blunders, unless he's meant to come across. And it could be a mouse slip, it could be a mouse slip. But yeah, otherwise c5, take, rook takes. I've maybe got to go a little bit defensive for a few moves. Rook back if he checks, block if he checks, block. There's not really a massive amount I can do as the saw. Just a simple one move blunder, that's all it was. There's not much else to say about that one, just a one move blunder.